Hey everyone, Hans here. Hope everyone's doing well. Today it's another one of my night walks. I'm gonna make a video about pain. It's a fun little topic, isn't it? But no, not completely. I just want to speak a bit about how pain is supposed to be a motivator, not something you run away from. You don't want to be in pain, that makes sense. But how do you get rid of it? Do you do the proper healing? Or do you try to medicate yourself and let the wound fester? It kinda plays off on my last video about being a hero or heroine, and I recommend you go listen to that one first if you haven't already, because this one is, yeah, like I said, it's attached to. So, imagine Lord of the Rings, for example. What would have happened if Frodo had just tossed away the ring? You know, when he would have just said, you know what, Bag End, pretty comfortable place, I'm gonna stay there. I'm not even going to go on an adventure. Hey Gandalf, you figure it out. How well would that story have ended, right? Just sat in Bag End, drinking, feasting, not saying a single word to any of his friends or family. Hey, what was that all about, Frodo? Ah, don't bother with it, Sam. Just some wizard nonsense, right? Just some wizard nonsense. And then a year later, the Shire is scourged. And that's it. The end. Right? But no, what do we see is that Frodo went on his path. He didn't have to. He wasn't obligated to anyone to do it. He was one of the free peoples. And that means he had the free choice to do so. He had the free choice to do so. And he suffered through trauma, physical, emotional, spiritual. And in the end, he grew. Some people would argue, oh well, he failed at the volcano with the ring. Yeah, but think of the magnitude of even making it that far. I mean, basically at the Isildur, who couldn't make it up the steps in like what, a few hours tops, and he was already taken over. Smeagol, instantly. Deagle, instantly. We're talking about quite an awesome power that takes hold of your soul if it can, right? But yeah. Imagine then your personal journey to want to be a hero or heroine and just do the right thing, but you are kept back. You're kept back by people who want to hold you in place because they are unwilling to face themselves. They are basically these golems who just sit in their cave and once in a while they catch a fish and then they're happy. You know? My retirement, my pension, that's their fish in their cave. It's lonely there and dark, you know. Is that what you want? Because that is the reward for tossing away that ring and letting others figure it out. It's a personal journey. Yeah. Can you imagine? So, what is gonna happen is that these golems, they're gonna try to latch onto you. No, no, don't destroy the ring. You can't. Because if you destroy the ring within you, so to say, and you master yourself, you become the king or the queen, I guess. You become who you're meant to be. You fulfill yourself. You complete your spiritual journey. I mean, and that is, yeah, I can go into that for hours, but gonna keep it brief and simple. These types, these golems, yeah, they will hold on to the ring until they are shriveled up, till there's nothing of them left. Some of them will turn into ring wraiths, like they were once pretty capable people, and they still carry those skills of yore with them, of their former selves, but they have surrendered to the power of the ring. At some point in time they said, meh, I'm not even gonna throw it away, I'm gonna keep it. Right. Yeah. Imagine then for yourself. You're gonna be hurt by these people who are like that. The golems and the ring wraiths out there. The Saurons, the Sarumans, it's all gonna be there. And maybe at some point it will be so much that you'll say to yourself, I'm done with it. Everyone else tosses this ring away or keeps it. I'm gonna do one of those too. I'm not gonna destroy it. The destructive force within, I'm just gonna let it sit there and take hold. Push out the soul and leave, yourself then a husk. Not even recognizable by what you used to be. If you ever were something in the first place, right? That is the moment where you say to yourself, where you choose actually, where you basically choose and say to yourself, am I going to keep going and honor my suffering in the past? Let the pain in the now motivate me to push through all of these people? Or are you going to betray yourself? And it's either is your choice. I'm not going to stop anyone from doing one or the other. I am one of those guys who will look. And the ones who keep pushing, I'm going to keep looking. As certainly as I expect as much from them. Personally, I don't need any help with that. My personal journey is my personal journey to take. It's the same for everyone. You can't help someone with that. They have to do it by themselves. It's a test of character. It's the test of character, you could even say. And I can guarantee you, it's the ones who win that test who are the ones who are going to see, or we're going to see a white race saved from anti-whiteism. The golems are not gonna care, and the ring race might downright betray you, or oppose you, I should say. The Sarumans will definitely try to trick you and mislead. That's why you have to be in control of yourself. You need to know yourself and master yourself. And you will then be able to look out to the world and say who is trustworthy or not. Or you're just at the very least many steps forward from where you were earlier than that, in recognizing these types. The biggest one is you will realize that you do not owe allegiance to any of those types. Not to the golems, not to the ring wraiths, not to the Saurons, not to the Sarumans. You can choose to have allegiance, though, to the free peoples of Middle-earth. Who are they? The ones who chose to be free, to complete their heroic journey. And that is, excuse me. And that is crucial What else can I say? Pain is the motivator. Don't listen to society when they try to tell you that you need to drug it away, drink it away, do something recreational and suppress it that way. Pretend that it isn't there. That's the surest way how you're just gonna go to madness. And that is the true choice. Becoming yourself or becoming a madman, as I see it. A wretch. I should know. That is to say, I've seen I've seen a golem following a ring wraith. But yeah. Or I suppose an orc following Saruman. Depends on how you want to look at that. Some people will know who I'm on about. Is there anything more to add? To be loyal to yourself. That is part of the journey. Being able to tell to everyone else, nope, uninterested in your lies, uninterested in your anti-whiteism, disinterested even in your anti-whiteism. Disinterested in you running away from, yourself. And then you will be able to say that I face myself. That is the path of strength. That's the path that will get you places. And if you then happen to love your people enough, you will be inspiring to others to do the same. You cannot hold someone's hand on this path, but you can show others the way. That is to say, you can show it can be done. I haven't fully grasped the significance of it yet, I think. But there is that line of, where Sam says to Frodo that I cannot carry the ring, Mr. Frodo, but I can carry you. And he just tosses him over his shoulders like a true man and walks up that volcano. Like a true Chad. And yet Frodo himself in that state, he will hold on to that effing ring. There's just so much significance that goes on in that. In the movie it's like, what, a few seconds? So much going on there. It's unbelievable. But at the end, as Sam has carried him up there, Frodo has to make those last steps himself. There's no denying it. No matter how hurt he is. And yeah, like I said, he is loyal also. That is, I think, one of the bigger parts of Frodo's personal journey. Yeah, is to be able to say, I will push through to the last inch of pain I have to, just to be loyal to all those moments of pain before. That is worthy of an applause in and of itself. Right. There's something else I'm gonna go on about. I think I made my point. And there's little else to say, right? Let's see. I suppose, yeah, having standards, that's also a big part in it. Who do you make your fellowship with? Who are going to be the people, what are your standards? And measured by your standards, your personal virtues, which is part of this journey. How much Gimli is there in you? How much Legolas? How much Aragorn? How much Boromir? Right? There's a Boromir in all of us too. To deny that is, you know, a path towards keeping the ring, as we know, isn't it? It's, yeah. The Boromir in you, unfortunately, I suppose, has to die. Which is basically the hubris. The hubris within you has to die. How many are succeeding in that? Do you know? I don't see too many, unfortunately. Maybe this video will help realize that for a few, or help see it in others. So they might tell them, it's like might drop the arrogance a bit, that you're going to save the world by yourself. It's not gonna happen. Not become the next dictator. Oh man, the state that our race is in. And just get those uniforms on, you know. It's all gonna be okay. Ridiculous. Who is going to be your Arwen? You know? And that doesn't mean a lover necessarily. Doesn't mean you need to mean your wife or your girlfriend. Don't put that on them. Who is going to be that positive motivator, basically? The one you strive towards having. I think that's worth a thought or two, isn't it? Alright. I think I've said my piece. There's nothing more at this time that I can think of. I'm just gonna start rambling. So I'm gonna say you all have a good one. Think about it, and bye bye.